Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I know I just made a video the other day, but it's really nice, beautiful day outside. So I thought, why not go out and make another video? But I don't really plan videos and have scripts and stuff like that. So I really have, not really idea like what this video is even going to be about. I don't know the title. I don't know none of that stuff, but we'll figure it out. But I guess I just treat this video like just like a place to share my thoughts and opinions. So yeah, let's just talk. I guess we'll talk a little bit about. Let's talk about YouTube and China YouTubers, because it's just something that was on my mind, I guess. So I'll share it with y'all, and I kind of find it a little bit amusing, to be honest with you. But from what I've seen, there's really like two types of YouTubers who make Chinese YouTube content, or like China-based content or whatever. And you really have like the I guess you could call them the pro China YouTubers, who every single video they make is how great this thing is, how great that thing is. And then you have the anti-China YouTubers, like the snake dude, whatever his name is. I forget his name right now. But the dude who always makes negative stuff about China, like every single video is like whatever, this and that. What's his name? Serpenta, that dude. You have these type of people. And then you have me. And I really do feel like I am different than these other China YouTubers. And I'll tell you why that is. Number one is I share with you my own honest thoughts and opinions and experiences, things I've actually experienced and witnessed with my own two eyes. That's what I share here, whether it's good or bad. I share with you the good things, I share with you the bad things. And I don't see other YouTubers doing that. They're either all good or all bad. There's no in between. And I think I'm the only one who's really doing that on an honest level. Now, why is that? For a few reasons, I think. Well, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for the other people. But for myself, well, let's talk about the other people first. Just tell you what I think. So don't take this as a fact. It's just my own speculation from what I've seen from watching other people's videos. But the pro China YouTubers. Well, I'm telling you what I think based on my own channel too, from my experience of doing YouTube from China. But those pro China YouTubers who every single video, and it's all they talk about is, this is great about China. Great, 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 everything's great, right? Those guys are doing it for the clicks and likes and views from Chinese people so they get paid, right? And I know this because I've seen some of them even putting like their WeChat code up there, like say like donate some money to my channel on WeChat or some crap like that. Like they do those kind of things. And they're doing it for those views and stuff. And also they get the views from the anti-China people who like it just to comment negative things about China. Like they get both of those viewerships, and they get a lot more views and likes and clicks than me. And do I care? No, I really don't care, because I'm not like gonna get rich off of YouTube, and I'm not trying to get rich off of YouTube. That's not my goal with this channel. Yeah, my goal is to share my honest thoughts and opinions so people can decide for themselves, or maybe will be curious enough for themselves to actually come over here and see if they like it or not. That's why I say good things and bad things. In terms of the negative or the anti-China YouTubers, like the Serpenta dude or whatever, they also play to people's emotions. And because, there is a big, anti-China propaganda machine, it works for them too. They can make all these negative videos about China and say all these bad things about China, and they'll get loads and loads of views and clicks and subscribers and all this stuff because, people like this, whatever, like everybody likes negative content, right? Nobody wants to see all great stuff, unless of course they're usually Chinese people who want to hear good things about their home. And so why do I think this and how do I know this? I'm saying these things based on my own channel and my own experiences making this YouTube videos about China. So here's what happens in my experience. Now, first of all, before I even tell you that, let me start. Hopefully it's not too windy. It's really windy right now. Hopefully you can hear me. But let me start by saying this. First of all, I've been living in Asia for almost 2 decades, 18 years actually. I've been living in China for 15 years consecutively. I haven't went home to live or nothing like that. The longest I've spent outside of China for the past 15 years was maybe 2 or 3 weeks. That was just for vacation. And I didn't even go home for that long. I went home for like 5 days. I went on vacation to Thailand, the Philippines, and stuff like that for like 3 weeks. But, you know, other than that, only been in China for 15 years. So I'm saying this to somebody who's been living here for a long time. And, you know, I can go anywhere in the world I want to go. Okay, I don't have to be in China. So if I didn't like it here, I would leave. I would leave right now. I could like literally walk down the street, pack my bag, get on a plane and leave if I didn't like China. So that being said, there are things that I don't like about China, and I share those things and also share the things I do like. And like I mentioned before, I do that for a couple of reasons. One reason is to just share my own thoughts and feelings and opinions and things that I've actually experienced myself. So other people can decide for themselves, do they want to try this place and see if they like it or not for themselves, right? And let them get some ideas realistically of what it's like. That, you know, there's a lot of great things, but there's also a lot of things that aren't great. And let them decide if those things that are great outweigh the bad things. Like in my case, they do, or I wouldn't be here. So with that being said, I'm also known, especially by a lot of my friends, they have always said like that, like I don't have a filter. And that what that means is like, you know, whatever I feel emotionally or whatever little thing pops in my brain, like there's usually no thought about it. It just comes out my mouth. Like I literally just bam, some thought or some feeling hits me and bam, I say it. And that's what I'm kind of known for amongst my friends, especially old friends that I've known for a long time. They really know that about me. And sometimes that's a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. It's like even, you know, in my job to my boss, if I think something's stupid, I just tell the boss, that's fucking stupid. Like, I just tell them. And sometimes, you know, that could be a bad thing. But, you know, I got to say what's on my mind. I got to say how I feel. That's just how it is. If I feel something's not right, I'm going to say it ain't right. And that's just me. So I try to do that on my channel and tell y'all the things that I have experienced that I don't like and the things I experience I do like. And what that looks like on my channel, anyway, I can only speak from my own personal channel because the interactions I have with people on my channel, when I make content about China and say the things that I like about China or say these things are good about China, you know, or I've learned these things from Chinese people or from living in China, right? I get lots of comments and likes from Chinese people who are basically supporting that claim. They're saying, yeah, like, yeah, those things are really good about China. You're right, and China's great, and blah, 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 which I do think that, or I wouldn't be here. But secondly, on those same videos, I get the comments from the Western people, mostly Americans. I can see who watches my channel. A lot of Americans watch the channel, and a lot of them are ones who are saying, you know, in the comments, they say things like, oh, you're a communist, or they say things like, how much are they paying you? They're like, how much is the government paying you to make these videos? But they didn't see my other videos where I clearly said like bad things or things about China that the government probably wouldn't approve of me saying, especially if they were paying me money. So, you know, you have that part. So that's what happens when you make good videos about China. And then when you make videos about China and say anything bad, anything remotely bad at all, like, or something that you don't like about China, you get the foreigners come and they support you and say, well, say foreigners or whatever, the Western people, whatever, they come and say, yeah, you're right, this thing sucks and that thing sucks, blah, blah, blah. So they support my claims to the things that I think are bad. And then you have all the Chinese people come and comment and basically tell me I'm lying and those things aren't real and those things don't happen, when I actually experienced them in my own life and seen it firsthand with my own 2 eyes. But they like to come and say like these things or make up some bullshit So you have this aspect of it too. Like in my previous video, I was talking about some racism in China and how, you know, a lot of Chinese people are, you know, tend to be racist towards some other ethnicities and say bad things about those people or don't like those people. And then you can really confirm it by the comments. You can like read the comments on the video and see that those people were actually making excuses for the racism. They say, oh yeah, well, that things didn't happen that long ago. You know, it was like whatever, 70 years ago or 80 years ago or 100 years ago. But they're making excuses for the racism of why they're racist to those people instead of just saying, you know, instead of just like outright saying it, they just basically confirm by saying those things. You know, oh, well, it was only, you know, 70 years ago, 80 years ago. So what? You know, look what the atrocities that America committed in Vietnam and Japan. Like, we literally blew Japan almost off the entire map. But, you know, I have friends who are Japanese people and who are not racist to me at all. I have friends who are Vietnamese people who are not racist to me at all. Look at what we did in the Middle East. I have friends from Iran and Pakistan and places like that who are not the slightest bit, you know, racist to me in any way whatsoever. So I don't understand like why people make excuses for things, you know, just because, you know, a government decides to do something bad doesn't mean you decided it, right? It's not like it's not like every person in that country wanted that thing to happen or one of those bad things to happen. You know, I would never wish bad things to happen to any people, no matter who they are, what color they are, where they came from. Like, I just, you know, I think everybody deserves a chance. But anyway, we're getting off topic here, rambling on about that crap. But that's what I want to say mostly, I guess, is, you know, the reason why you don't have people, a lot of people like me, making these videos that share with you the good and the bad and everything combined, is because people really want or need validation about, you know, themselves. They want people to like them, and they want people to think that, you know, what they're saying is a good thing, what they're saying is the right thing. And me personally, anybody who knows me really well, you know, I've been through a lot in my life. I've had a rough life, and I really don't care what people say. And, you know, especially somebody I don't know, and they're saying something in the comment, or say, you know, some stupid things like that. Those things that affect me this much, zero. I really don't care what people say, you know, good or bad in the comments. I couldn't be bothered. And, you know, like I said, I'm not doing this for the money. So that's why I just keep it like it is and say good and bad both. So anyway, I don't really know what else to say. I just thought I'd give y'all an explanation of how I think about China YouTube content. So I do remember seeing a comment on the video. Somebody said something about like, there's not really a lot of big Chinese content creators. And this is maybe part of the reason why, because people are so biased in one direction or the other. And so like, you don't really have a really honest take. And I think people can kind of see that, you know, those aren't genuine feelings or thoughts of how people really, really feel about a place. And so they tend to not get too big. And then, you know, you also have, I guess you would say that a lot of anti-China propaganda from the West, which makes a lot of Western viewers not so interested in China content compared to, you know, the other places like your Thailand content and Vietnam content and things like that, because those places are quite popular destinations, especially for like cheap living and retirees and things like that, which China is just not on that list for. I can't say why, because I really don't understand why, because I've been living here for so long, and this place is really, really cheap and a really good place to live as far as, you know, cost of living goes and cleanliness and safety and all those things. China really is a great place to live, and probably, I would say, safer than those other countries that are really popular on YouTube as far as views and content creators and stuff go. But I don't know. I can't tell you why. But anyway, I don't know what else to say, so I guess I'll just stop this video here. But if you want to hear more thoughts from my crazy brain and want me to make more videos, especially like this, because this isn't a big deal. You know, I just pick up the camera and start, you know, talking. I can make more videos for y'all if y'all really want them, but I don't want to waste my time. But if you like them or want to see more, then let me know, and I'll try to make more videos. And see you guys on the next one. Take care.